Is it cool to look?
Huh?
Is it cool to look at it?
Oh yeah, you can go look at any of these guys. You can ask somebody to turn on the interior lights. How about this guy up here? Lights up there.
Bro. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm nice to meet you.
So this is Lambert. No, this is the nose.
So 4 can go in here?
Well, okay, you got to divide it. You got to divide it out. So you got, 4. So if you have like 40 head,
Okay.
you divide it 10%, 4, and then you do the rest. Divide by 2, and then put 7% on the back step. That's all. You can walk down there.
Oh yeah, let me see. Oh, it's like super clean on the inside too. Well, y'all heard it. I was not expecting to talk to them like this. That is, wow. This shit right here is like way bigger than what you think it is. Like on the road, like when you pass them, it don't seem like it's that big. But seeing this shit up close is insane. Like look at how far they are. This is the back. That's crazy.
That's the belly. We wash out. You can see all the water. You got cows all the way to the top. This is the 7% that goes on the back step. Divide by 2. No, this is spread axle. 10% goes in the nose, divide by 5, and then 7% goes in.
Okay. Oh wow. Now how do they get them up there?
He can show you.
Get them up where? Into the jail?
Yeah.
So if you want to crawl up here, just watch your step, because I just put grease in here on this, so there's grease on the floor.
What's that for? Why you put grease down?
Because you got stuff that moves around, just like joints and stuff like that.
Okay.
So in the winter time, where your hinges are here, and whenever this fills up with shit, we gotta wash it out, right?
Right.
These joints will get water in them,
Okay.
and it'll freeze up, and these won't close. We gotta keep them full of grease, so when it's cold, all our gates and stuff still move.
All right.
So that over there is called the crowd gate. It's pile of grease right there. Swing the crowd gate over first. Comes up here, so when the cows walk in, they gotta walk up the ramp. And when you're loading the jail, you close that gate right here, and then you just push them up in here.
Oh.
And that back part over there, it'll lay down. That's called the 3/4 jail. And then same with the nose, you got the counterbalance to drop them down to go to the nose, or that other ramp up there will drop down to load them up on that.
Okay. Wow.
So this is set up for hauling calves. This is for hauling calves. Obviously, if you got big, tall cows, they won't fit in the jail.
All right.
Or the deck boards won't hold, or they're too tall, they won't fit. But they're also not super strong, so you can pull that deck out right here.
Okay.
These deck boards come out and stack up here, so you can put big dairy cows in here.
Yes.
This is a straight cattle trailer. There's different trailers that are set up.
Right.
That'll have different, like they'll have another rail that runs through here that are set up for hauling sheep. Lambert hauls a lot of sheep.
Okay.
And then that's called a 4-deck trailer. So there'll be another deck here and another deck in the middle of here in the bottom. And they'll fill the whole trailer up full of sheep. Same with the nose will have 3 decks.
Okay.
And they'll fill that up. And then the middle has 4 decks. And then your back all folds down, and you can fill up 2 decks in the back.
Okay.
Full of sheep.
And this is the highest they go, right?
Yeah.
This is okay. So we at the top.
Yeah. So some of these trailers.
Oh yeah.
All these guys, they look about the same or a little shorter. So this trailer's 13.6.
Okay.
a lot of or some of the other 4-deck trailers, I think, are 14-foot trailers, just 6 inches taller. So
is that for like bigger animals, or just the way they design?
It's just the way, like if they have the more rails in them, just to give the animals a couple more inches in each.
Oh wow!
In each level. Does that make sense? So,
wow. Now, how long you been doing this?
7 years.
7 years. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Now, how do you clean them out? Is it? Are y'all able to go through the car wash, or y'all have to like manually clean?
No. So most places where we end up, there's typically what they call washout.
Okay.
Do you drive to the truck?
A box truck.
So you got to wash that out, right?
Yeah.
So it's some locations, like some of the places where we go, there are box trucks that show up. But it's just more set up, obviously. So when we're ready to load, we fill this up with wood shavings and stuff for bedding when we haul babies.
Oh wow.
But anyways, like there's a place up the road, if you ever wanted to go up there and check it out, wash out your dry van or your reefer. It's called B&R, Livestock Washout. But reefers and dry vans, they go in there all the time and wash out.
Right. But it's more specific, like I guess towards y'all.
You'll see why, because when you go there, obviously all the manure that comes out and shavings has to go into a sewage pond, and then they pump it out. And he's actually got a pretty neat setup to where he filters out all the shavings and rebags it, reuses the shavings.
What? Oh, that's dope.
Great.
Yeah, that's dope. The more you know.
Yeah, you ever go over to Utah?
Yeah, I just left out of Utah. I'm coming from Illinois.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So the company I started with years ago is L.W. Miller, and they also have a washout area. They have pneumatic trailers. They got dry vans and reefers. They had a cattle division, but they got a washout in Logan, Utah as well.
Jeez. So they kind of spread out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So normally, like when you find a livestock washout, a lot of times they'll do reefers too, but obviously the difference is they're set up to take the manure and all the sewage,
chips,
and all the chips.
Like trucking too, because I could get to learn from y'all. Like I would have never seen this, like probably ever.
Yeah.
Learning about it is insane. Like I would have never even thought this is how everything was orchestrated.
Yeah.
And y'all don't stop. Like y'all point A to point B.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh,
typically, I mean, we'll lay down and take a nap if it's over about 12 or 1,300 miles.
Okay.
We only usually sleep for about 3 hours at the most.
Wow.
Take a 3-hour nap and then wake up and drive the rest of the way. And I mean, you do that because of the laws with your animals. I mean, obviously they're hungry, they're thirsty, they don't have water. So you kind of got to hurry and get them there so they can eat, because if they're on the truck for too long, their body will take longer to put on weight. So, like with all the baby calves, the whole idea is, I can't remember what it is. It's like 3 pounds or 4 pounds a week is how fast they grow. And depending on how they're hauled in the trailer and how long they take to get there, and there's a few different factors in with it, but depending on what happens in the truck will depend on how quickly they start putting weight back on.
Wow.
Depending, like, so sometimes if they're on the truck too long, it can take an extra week for them to start putting weight on again.
Wow.
Because of the just of what their body's gone through, or how much their body got dehydrated, or how much weight
along the way. Yeah.
So that's something else that a lot of people don't know, is typically when we load, we load heavy. We're overweight, but by the time we make it, say, from here to Arizona 4 hours later, we're 2,000 pounds lighter than when we loaded here 4 hours later.
What?
It's just because of how much they're peeing and all the pee is evaporating, but also just them having to stand here and kind
And now
of
move around. Yeah.
they're burning calories the entire time, the majority of the weight. So I think from here to Colorado, what we typically do, we'll lose about 4,000 pounds.
Wow. Insane.
Right?
That is insane. What was your name, man?
I'm Brian.
Brian, yeah. Man, I thank you for it. Like,
Yeah, you bet. It's pretty neat when you get a chance to look at something new or something different and see how different stuff in the industry works.
it is. It definitely is.
They wash trailers out too. We got these doors back here,
Okay.
and every trailer's got something different. This one, we got doors in here that open up. We can look and see on the other side.
Okay.
So when they get in there to spray everything out, everything comes out through these drains.
Oh, wow.
So other trailers are back here, and they got, so like there is a hole. It's kind of hard to see,
Yeah.
but some of the holes are here. This trailer's set up like that.
And the inside. Okay.
Yeah, different designs. This is a Merit trailer.
Okay.
I think these other guys are pulling Wilson's. I think Wilson's a better trailer, but this is what my boss gave me. So,
It still look good though.
it's a good looking trailer. Lights up good going down the road.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. So some trailers are set up that way, and it's for backing up at night. So like you get in the mirror and you get somewhere dark and you're trying to hit the chute or something to unload, and all these lights in your mirror, you can't see what's behind the trailer. So you can jump out here and turn them off. Now you just kind of got the red glow of your tail lights and you can see where you're backing up.
Oh, like an indicator.
Yeah.
I was asking him because he got like an extended, I don't know what this is called. This back,
Lock or the frame?
the frame, yeah.
Okay.
And I was saying, do it make it like harder to drive?
It doesn't make them harder to drive. It actually makes them smoother going down the road, because by the time you hit a bump up here
Yeah.
and the truck has time to kind of respond, and then you hit the truck back here, everything's a lot smoother going down the road.
Oh, okay.
It is harder to turn, getting into tighter places and backing up and stuff. Like for him to make a U-turn versus me to make a U-turn, he's got to make a wider turn, because I mean, your little short frame Freightliners and stuff,
Yeah.
they'll just kind of pull a quick U-turn because they're shorter.
Oh, yeah.
But also the front axle, your steer axle set about 12 inches back than what these long hoods are.
Okay.
So we call them bubble trucks. The bubble trucks can turn a lot tighter.
Okay.
They're easier to maneuver, like in your cities and stuff, and U-turns and whatnot. These long hood trucks, long frame trucks, they just require a lot more room to turn.
Okay.
So,
But y'all typically don't deal with that because of what y'all carry on the trailers,
right.
opposed to them.
We're showing up to feedlots and dairies, and we'll load.
So it's
not
like
load.
more space.
You just got a lot more space.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that is crazy. This is dope. Man, it was a pleasure, Brian. I don't
Yeah.
want to take up much of your time, man.
No,
I
you're
appreciate the information.
You bet. Okay, well, it's good to meet you.
Man, likewise, man. Yeah, safe travels, man. I appreciate y'all for what y'all do, man. It was good meeting y'all, man. Y'all in the time.
I'll shake you this hand.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
This is perfect.
Man, appreciate y'all.
Yep.